Are you ready for the storm before the surge? Markets are pulling back, and while many panic, savvy investors know this is the calm before the breakout. History shows pullbacks like this have often led to explosive gains. Will you capitalize or miss out? XRP is heating up, altcoin season is near, and Bitcoin dominance is slipping. Stay tuned because what's coming next could redefine the crypto game. Don't blink, or you might miss your next big opportunity. Are you ready for the storm before the surge? Markets are pulling back, but this might just be the calm before a massive breakout. Don't miss what's coming next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MMO Crypto, your go-to channel for decoding the complexities of the crypto market. Right now, we're witnessing the first significant pullback of this cycle, a move that's as natural as it is necessary. If you've been following the market, you've seen how rapidly prices have surged recently. It was almost inevitable that we'd face a correction, and here it is. Pullbacks like this aren't just normal, they're critical for the health of the market. Without them, we risk overheating and destabilizing the broader momentum. But this isn't just a moment to observe, it's a moment to act and strategize. Why? Because this pullback, while it may seem concerning at first glance, is setting the stage for even greater opportunities ahead. Think of this as the market taking a deep breath before the next big leap forward. Will you be ready when it happens? Corrections like these provide the market with a chance to reset. They allow overbought conditions to cool down, paving the way for a sustainable rally. This isn't the first time we've seen such a move, and it certainly won't be the last. In fact, if you look back at previous cycles, similar pullbacks have acted as launchpads for some of the market's most explosive gains. It's the calm before the storm, a moment to prepare, not panic. The market might be pulling back now, but history shows us that these moments often precede the biggest opportunities. Are you ready to capitalize? If you're here to stay informed and take control of your financial future, make sure to like this video, subscribe to MMO Crypto, and turn on notifications. We've got the insights you need to navigate this market and make the most of every opportunity. Stay with us, and let's dive deeper into what this pullback means and how it could shape the market's next big move. Pullbacks might feel like setbacks, but what if they're actually the market's way of gearing up for its next big move? This pullback, often referred to as a shakeout, is a classic move designed to test the patience and resolve of investors. While it may seem alarming at first, it's important to understand that shakeouts are a natural part of any bull cycle. They act as a reset, clearing out weak hands and preparing the market for a healthier, more sustainable climb. Yesterday, at 7:36 a.m. EST, I highlighted this very possibility after observing a half-month of almost uninterrupted gains. Markets like this can't move in a straight line forever, and corrections like these, while uncomfortable, are expected and necessary. Think of this pullback as the market catching its breath, an essential pause before the next sprint. Pullbacks like these don't happen overnight. They unfold gradually, often starting with sideways movements that lead into a more noticeable sell-off. This process not only cools the overheated momentum, but also lays the groundwork for the next major leg up. For Bitcoin specifically, the current price action is reflective of this pattern. It's a classic shakeout that's setting the stage for the next expansion. This phase isn't about panic, it's about preparation and focus. Sideways movements and sell-offs may look like chaos, but history shows they're often precursors to explosive growth. Bitcoin's chart is speaking volumes. Are you ready to decode its next move before the market does? Bitcoin's current price action has caught the attention of every market watcher. The resistance level at $98.5 thousand is proving to be a significant hurdle. Despite repeated attempts to break through, Bitcoin has begun to lose its upward momentum, signaling a potential pullback that demands close attention. The trend line, which had previously offered strong support, is now faltering. This breakdown introduces the possibility of a deeper correction, a natural yet critical moment in any bullish cycle. Resistance is more than just a number, it's the market's way of testing conviction. Will Bitcoin pass the test? Zooming in on Bitcoin's daily chart reveals the next area of interest. A fair value gap ranging from $94.9 thousand to $95.8 thousand. This zone acts as a potential cushion for price action, providing a critical support level where buyers might step in. However, if Bitcoin fails to hold this range, it could signal a deeper correction, forcing traders to reassess the market's direction. While this might sound concerning, it's essential to remember that these moves are often precursors to stronger trends in the future. The fair value gap could be Bitcoin's safety net or the gateway to an even steeper pullback. Which will it be? Pullbacks might feel like a step backward, but history tells us they're often the foundation for massive leaps forward. If we look at Bitcoin's past market cycles, pullbacks have been a consistent and necessary part of its journey. Even during the most explosive bull runs, corrections were frequent and often significant. For instance, before reaching new highs in March, Bitcoin went through multiple pullbacks, some sharp, some gradual, all of which contributed to healthier price action in the long term. These pullbacks, while unsettling in the moment, are the market's way of resetting. They allow momentum to recharge, shake out over-leveraged positions, and set the stage for the next big move. Every pullback tells a story of preparation. Are you ready to see what the market has in store next? The current zone of interest between $94.9 thousand and $95.8 thousand remains pivotal. Historically, similar levels have acted as springboards for larger expansions, providing key support during periods of uncertainty. While a deeper correction could test the patience of investors, it's essential to keep the broader perspective in mind. These moves don't signal weakness, they signal preparation. Markets that consolidate at strong support levels often emerge with even greater momentum, carrying prices to new highs. Key levels like $94.9 thousand aren't just numbers, they're where the market decides its next big move. Will history repeat itself? Is Bitcoin dominance losing its grip? History suggests that when it does, altcoins are ready to take center stage. The spotlight now turns to Bitcoin dominance, a key metric that has historically dictated the flow of capital within the crypto market. In previous bull cycles, we've seen a clear trend. Bitcoin leads the charge, capturing the majority of market attention and capital. But as its dominance wanes, the door opens for altcoins to shine. This transition isn't random, it's a cyclical pattern that savvy investors use to predict the next big moves. When Bitcoin begins to consolidate after an explosive run, funds often flow into altcoins, sparking what is famously known as altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance dropping isn't the end of a rally, it's the beginning of a new phase. Are you ready to ride the altcoin wave? Looking back at late 2020, the data tells a compelling story. As Bitcoin dominance declined, altcoins saw rapid and dramatic price increases. This wasn't a coincidence, it was a shift in market sentiment and strategy. Investors, seeing limited short-term upside in Bitcoin, turned to altcoins with greater potential for exponential gains. Today, the market appears to be echoing this pattern. Bitcoin's dominance is showing signs of softening, suggesting that the capital rotation into altcoins may be just around the corner. For those watching closely, this could be the signal to start positioning for the next big altcoin surge. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. Is the next altcoin season closer than we think? Pullbacks may seem intimidating, but what if they're just the market setting the stage for explosive growth? Looking back at Bitcoin's 2020 bull run, we see a consistent pattern of pullbacks and rebounds. These weren't minor fluctuations. Bitcoin experienced corrections of up to 16 to 17% before launching into impressive rebounds of 20 to 23%. Such movements may feel volatile, but they're the heartbeat of a dynamic and growing market. Currently, Bitcoin's price action mirrors these historical patterns. The ongoing pullback aligns with what we've seen before, reinforcing the idea that volatility is not a sign of weakness, it's a signal of market strength in the making. History shows us that the bigger the pullback, the stronger the rebound. Could this be the start of Bitcoin's next big move? If Bitcoin follows this historical trend, a pullback to the $83,400, $83,600 range isn't just possible, it's probable. While such a move might feel like a shakeup, especially for new investors, it's crucial to view this through the lens of long-term growth. Shakeouts of this magnitude serve a purpose. They clear out weak hands and set the stage for stronger, more sustained upward movements. In fact, past recoveries from similar corrections have been swift and decisive, propelling Bitcoin to new highs shortly afterward. A pullback to $83,000 might sound unsettling, but it could be the foundation for Bitcoin's next major rally. Are you prepared for what comes next? XRP is gaining momentum, and the data proves it. Could this be the start of something big? XRP is firmly in the spotlight as interest in the asset surges. Google search trends reveal a growing curiosity among retail investors alike, signaling that more people are paying attention to XRP's potential. This surge in attention often correlates with price momentum, and Chirp seems primed to capitalize on this growing enthusiasm. Search trends don't lie. When interest spikes, price movements often follow. Is XRP about to make its move? As Bitcoin begins to stabilize after its recent pullback, the focus naturally shifts to altcoins. XRP, with its rising popularity and strong fundamentals, is positioned to benefit significantly from the next phase of market expansion. Historically, altcoins like XRP have performed exceptionally well once Bitcoin cools off, and the early signs of an altcoin season are starting to materialize. Altcoin season isn't just a prediction, it's a cycle, and XRP could be one of the biggest winners this time around. However, it's important to note that shakeouts may still occur before the market sees a significant expansion. These shakeouts serve to consolidate the market and remove weaker hands, creating a stronger foundation for future growth. For XRP and other altcoins, this means potential volatility in the short term, but also substantial opportunity for long-term gains. The path to growth isn't always smooth, but for those prepared, the rewards can be game-changing. Is XRP your next big move? When Bitcoin stumbles, altcoins seize the spotlight. Is XRP about to take center stage? Recent market activity reveals that Bitcoin dominance has failed to break through a critical trend line, signaling potential vulnerability in its stronghold over the market. Historically, when Bitcoin dominance weakens, it paves the way for a capital rotation into other assets, particularly Ethereum and large-cap altcoins like XRP. This shift is not just a technical observation, it's a fundamental change in market sentiment. Investors, sensing limited upside in Bitcoin, begin to explore assets with higher growth potential, triggering significant gains in the altcoin space. A dip in Bitcoin dominance isn't a retreat, it's an opening for altcoins to shine. As Bitcoin dominance declines, XRP stands as one of the top contenders to benefit. This isn't just speculation, retail interest is visibly returning to the market, as evidenced by increasing search trends and broader engagement with cryptocurrencies. With XRP's strong fundamentals and growing visibility, it's uniquely positioned to capitalize on this shift. This marks the potential beginning of a new phase in the market, where altcoins like XRP see dramatic price expansions as capital flows out of Bitcoin and into diversified portfolios. Bitcoin's dominance is slipping. Could XRP be your ticket to the next big wave? Corrections aren't the end, they're the beginning of opportunity. Is XRP setting up for its next big move? While XRP's recent pullback may catch some investors off guard, it's essential to put this move into perspective. Compared to its strong performance earlier this month, this correction is relatively minor. Current trading levels between $1.26 and $1.36 are crucial markers for XTing, acting as a testing ground for the asset's resilience and market support. XRP's key levels are more than numbers, they're where the market decides its next direction. Are you ready for what's next? If XRP loses its current trend line, the next likely target is the $1.05 to $1.12 support zone. While this might sound concerning to some, it's important to recognize that such moves often create opportunities for strategic accumulation. Historically, significant support zones like this have served as launching pads for the next major upward expansions. For investors watching closely, a revisit to this level could be the perfect chance to enter or strengthen their positions ahead of the next market phase. Smart investors see pullbacks as opportunities, not threats. Could this be your moment to get ahead with XRP? Breaking a years-long trend line is monumental, but can XRP overcome the hurdles ahead? For the first time since the 2017 to 2018 bull run, XRP has shattered a long-standing trend line, signaling a potential paradigm shift in its market trajectory. This breakout is not just a technical milestone, it represents a renewed investor confidence and a possible prelude to significant price appreciation. XRP's breakout is a beacon of opportunity, but what challenges lie in its path? Despite this bullish development, XRP faces formidable resistance zones that could impede its upward momentum. These barriers necessitate a cautious approach, as the asset may encounter selling pressure at these critical junctures. Investors should remain vigilant, recognizing that the path to higher valuations is seldom linear. Resistance levels are the market's testing grounds. Will XRP pass the test? In light of these dynamics, maintaining a reserve of stablecoins becomes a strategic advantage. As XRP approaches and potentially retraces to key support levels, these reserves can be deployed to capitalize on buying opportunities. This approach allows investors to enhance their positions during market dips, aligning with the broader bullish outlook while mitigating risk. Preparedness meets opportunity. Are your stablecoins ready for XRP's next move? XRP's dominance chart holds the key to its next major move. Are you watching closely? XRP's dominance in the crypto market is currently holding steady at approximately 2.48%. While this may seem modest, it's essential to consider the historical context. In previous cycles, XRP demonstrated its ability to capture significant market share, reaching dominance levels exceeding 30%. This showcases the asset's potential to dominate the altcoin landscape during key market phases. From 2% to 30%, XRP has done it before. Can history repeat itself? Breaking above the 4% dominance level would mark a critical turning point for XRP. Historically, surpassing this threshold has acted as a precursor to massive price surges and heightened investor interest. A breakout above this level would signal not just a rally for XRP, but a broader shift in market dynamics, with XRP reclaiming a central role in the crypto ecosystem. 4% dominance isn't just a number, it's a gateway to XRP's next explosive phase. In previous bull runs, XRP's dominance surged to over 30%, cementing its position as a leading altcoin. This historical precedent underscores the asset's capacity to outperform during altcoin season. With the market gearing up for its next major phase, XRP's dominance chart may soon become one of the most critical indicators to watch. Dominance isn't about control, it's about influence. Is XRP ready to lead the charge again? A pullback isn't a setback, it's the market laying the groundwork for something extraordinary. This recent pullback is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of healthy price action. Market corrections like this serve to strengthen the structure, removing speculative noise and paving the way for sustainable growth. Whether Bitcoin undergoes a 16% correction or stabilizes near current levels, the overall market outlook remains robust. Corrections are opportunities disguised as challenges. Are you ready to seize the moment? For XRP, this pullback doesn't diminish its long-term potential. The asset remains poised for significant moves, particularly as the broader market transitions into altcoin season. Investors who approach this phase with a strategic mindset, prepared for volatility, stand to benefit greatly from what lies ahead. Market pullbacks don't last forever, but the rewards for those who prepare do. If you're serious about staying ahead in this evolving market, don't miss out. Hit that like button, subscribe to MMO Crypto, and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for expert insights and strategies to navigate the crypto space like a pro.